Hello everyone, welcome to today's English lesson. In our lesson today, we're going to be speaking about core business concepts. Okay, so in this business English lesson, we're going to go through ideas, terminology, and core concepts that are the basics of the business world. Okay, so I'm going to go through the Italian translation, the meaning, and some other important information. Okay, so let's start. Number one, we have business. Now, business is in Italian affari. Okay, now business is an entity that offers products or services in exchange for money. Okay, now this can be a large corporation, a large business, or a small startup. Okay, a business that is just beginning, is just starting. Okay, so remember, an entity that offers products or services in exchange for money. Now, number two, we have the word company. Now, company in Italian is l'azienda. Okay? Now, company is a specific type of business organization. Okay? Specific type of business organization. Now, it's a legal entity that operates independently and is separate from its owners. Okay? So it operates independently. It doesn't need the owner to be there. Okay, it makes the owner money, but the owner doesn't necessarily run it. All right. Okay, number three is organization. Now, organization is organizzazione in Italian, and an organization is a structured group of people working together to achieve a common goal. Okay, so it's a structured group of people or a team that are working together to achieve a common goal. Okay, now businesses, right, are a type of organization, but organizations can also include non-profit organizations or government agencies. Okay, so a business is a type of organization, but we have a non-profit organization like a charity and government agencies that provide for people. Okay, provide for their country or for their people, for their society. Okay, now let's move on to industry. Now, industry in Italian is industria. Okay, now an industry is a group of companies that produce similar products or offer similar services. Okay, so this can be, for example, the computer industry, the electronics industry, the car industry. Okay, and there we have brands like BMW, Audi, and Mercedes. They are in the same industry as they provide a similar product. Okay, or for example, we have the food industry, right? Providing food, providing different types of meals for people. Now, here's just a quick example. The technology industry includes companies that make electronics and software. Okay, so the technology industry creates electronics and software that they sell, and there are many different companies that do this. Now, let's talk about some important elements that guide a business's purpose and mission. All right, now let's go with mission statement. Now, mission statement is in Italian dichiarazione di missione. Okay? Now, a mission statement is a brief statement that outlines a company's purpose and what it aims to achieve. A company's purpose and what it aims to achieve. All right? So this is very important. Every company, needs a mission statement. They need a goal. They need the main goal for the company. Now, an example could be a tech company's mission statement is to sell tech that helps to improve businesses and lives. So the company's main goal, the company's guiding star, is to create technology that can help businesses run better, more efficient, and help people's lives, making work easier. Okay? All right, the next one is vision. Now, vision in Italian, is visione. Okay? Now, a vision is a future-oriented description of what a company aspires to become. Okay, so what they want to become. Maybe a small startup wants to become the biggest company, okay, in the industry. Now, it's a long-term goal, not a short-term one. It's a long-term goal that takes a lot of years, that inspires and motivates employees. Okay, so that's what inspires, what drives employees to work hard in their company. This vision may be to become the biggest technology company in, for example, Germany or in the world. Okay, it's a very big goal. An example could be a tech company's vision is to become the best and to shape the future of technology. Right? So in this example, we can say how they want to create products that are leading the technology industry and they are shaping the future so that everyone is using them, right? Almost similar to what Apple is doing at the moment, right? All right, and next is values. Now, values in Italian is valori, and values are the principles that guide a company's behavior and decisions, right? The principle, the rules that they follow. Now, they reflect its culture and it stands for, and what it stands for. Okay, so it reflects its culture and what it stands for. So maybe different companies in different countries have different values. This can depend maybe on cultural differences. Okay? Now, an example of some important values that maybe every business has are honesty, loyalty, and dedication, right? To be honest when making deals, to be loyal to your company, and to dedicate your time to work for the company and to give the best of yourself. Okay? Finally, let's touch on some important concepts on measuring a business success. All right, now revenue. Now, revenue in Italian is ricavi. Now, revenue is the total amount of money a business earns. The total. Now, this is from its operations, okay? From all the income, all the money that they made, the total. It comes from the sales, the products that they've sold, the services. And an example can be our company has made 2 million euros in revenue. Okay, so this is the total amount of money that the company has made. This is before tax or before expenses. Okay, now let's look at profit. Now, profit in Italian is profitti. And profit is what remains after deducting expenses from revenue. Okay, so after you deduct those expenses from the revenue, you get your profit, right? Revenue minus expenses equals profit. Now, this is a key indicator of a business financial health. Okay, so if they are doing good, they have a high profit. For example, we have made 500,000 euros of profit this year. Okay, that's very good news. The next one is loss. Okay, now a loss occurs when a business's expenses exceed its revenue. Okay, so it's important for companies to analyze losses and take corrective actions. Okay, so a loss doesn't mean that a company needs to close down, but it indicates that the company has too many expenses and is not making enough sales, enough money. Okay, this is very sad, unfortunately. Right, there is when the expenses exceed the revenue. All right, not very good. An example can be, unfortunately, due to unforeseen expenses, we are at a loss. Okay, sometimes companies don't realize that they are at a loss, and unfortunately their expenses oversee their revenue. Okay, now let's talk about expenses. Expenses are in Italian spese, right? Now, expenses are the costs incurred by a business to operate. Okay, so the costs, all the employees they have to pay, right? The machines they run, the company building, all these expenses that they have to pay, right? Salaries, materials, rents, and a lot more. Now, an example is we have a lot of expenses this month. Okay, a lot of expenses this month. Not a great thing to hear, but it's very common in business, right? It's easy to accumulate a lot of expenses. Okay, so that concludes our lesson. I hope that this video helped understanding core business topics, and that your English knowledge on some of these topics has increased. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.